Good morning everyone. In this semester, I am going to take your subject Oil Hydraulics and Pneumatics, and the code is 3151913. In the recent scenario, and if we talk about the last 15 to 20 years, we see very drastic change in some of the systems used in mechanical engineering. In mechanical engineering, many different systems are there that is generally used to generate the force which is required for any operation or to perform any particular task. And some of the instruments are using the mechanical energy, but they are gradually replaced by the hydraulic and pneumatic systems in many different ways. So in this subject, we will understand how hydraulic and pneumatic system works, then how the circuits are designed, what are the different criteria to select the hydraulic and pneumatic system, what are different parts of the system, that we will go through in this subject. So this course gives you an idea about the basic system working on fluid power and compressed air. Also, different valves related to hydraulic and pneumatic systems are discussed in this syllabus. This subject is also useful for designing the various hydraulic and pneumatic circuits for various engineering operations. Now, hydraulic and pneumatic systems are very widely used, and both of them are different applications, are having different applications. So we will go through that one by one. If we talk about the teaching and examination scheme of this subject, then it is having only 3 hours of lecture per week. It is not having any tutorial or practical, so credit is only 3. You will be having an end semester examination from university. It will be of 70 marks, and a mid-sem examination for 30 marks. As it is not having any tutorial or practical, so practical viva or external viva will not be there. And total marks of this subject is 100. Term work will not be there. Any type of workbook or the practical book is not there, but as a part of this live session or video lectures, you have to complete the task. If we go through the syllabus, then in the first unit, that is introduction, basically it will give the general introduction about the hydraulic and pneumatic systems. In the global scenario, fluid power plays a very important role. So in various applications, how they are used. We will also go through the basic systems of the hydraulics with major advantages and disadvantages. We will compare electrical, hydraulics and pneumatic systems. We will also go through the basic principle of the hydraulic fluid power, and as we know that to generate any circuit, it requires the basic symbols. So we will also go through the electrical, hydraulic and the mechanical components which is used in different circuits. Then basic requirements of a pneumatic system, and we will also go through the same thing, the application of pneumatic and the components required in pneumatic system. So this will be covered in our first unit, that is in introduction. Then the subject will be divided in 2 parts, that is hydraulics and pneumatics. From unit number 2, we will go through the hydraulic systems. So first of all, it will include the different types of oils, because in a hydraulic system, oil is used, pressurized oil is used, and different oils are having different properties. So based on the physical characteristics and the functions of hydraulic oils, it will be selected as per the application. Then we will go through the classification of different types of hydraulic oils based on the mineral, then fire resistance and biodegradable oils. Now oil cannot be directly used, so for that the filters are required, then contaminations are required, and the important thing is the location of filter. So we will go through these theories in the second unit. The third unit includes the hydraulic pumps, motors and actuators. So hydraulic pump and motors are generally used for the flow of the hydraulic, and so we will go through the classification of different types of hydraulic pumps like gear pumps, then vane pumps, piston pumps, axial piston pumps. Then we will also go through the hydraulic motors and different types of direction control valves. That valves are many types of valves are there, and the basic one are the direction control valves, pressure control valves, flow control valves, then non-return valves. A reservoir is also there in a hydraulic system that is generally used to store the hydraulic. An accumulator and heating and cooling devices are also used. We will also go through the different types of hydraulic actuators. Then we will go through the different selection criteria of the actuators. There are many types of actuators like linear and rotary actuators. Then we will go through the hydrostatic transmission systems. So in the third unit, all these things will be covered. Now from the unit number 4 onwards, the subject will be concerned with the pneumatic system. So the basic difference between a hydraulic system and a pneumatic system is the basic fluid which is used is oil in the hydraulic system, and in pneumatic system it will be air. A pressurized air will be used. So air preparation and service unit. Now the direct supply of air from the environment is not possible, so special service units are required. So we will go through the types and selection criteria for different types of air compressors. We will also go through the air receiver, then the pipeline layouts. Again, filters are required, pressure regulators are required, and lubricators are required. So this is known as the FRL unit, and we will go through all these components in unit number 4. Unit number 5 is the pneumatic cylinders, motors and valves. Now as a hydraulic system is having different types of cylinders, pneumatic system is also having different types of cylinders and air motors. Then cushioning assembly, mounting arrangements and pneumatic directional control valves are there. Then quick exhaust valve, time delay shuttle and twin pressure valves. So these are the different types of valves which are used in the pneumatic system. So in this unit we will go through different types of cylinders, then motors and valves which is used in a pneumatic system. Then unit number 6 is the circuit design. So there are many methods available to design the circuit, but only 2 methods we will go through in this subject. So we will start with the basic hydraulic circuits, which includes a very simple operations. Then we will go through the industrial hydraulic circuits where complicated systems are there. In all the mechanical systems you will find out many types of losses. So we will go through the power losses in the flow control circuits. These are the topics which is related with the hydraulic system, and then we will go through the pneumatic system with the single actuator circuits. We will also develop the multiple actuator circuit. and at the end a very important topic of sequencing it will be covered with the use of a cascade method. The last unit of this subject is unit number 7, that is automation and simulation of hydraulics and pneumatics. In nowadays, automation plays a very important role in almost all the fields related to engineering or a general purpose fields are there. Automation are generally one type of, you can say that it is replacing the humans, and it gives the greater accuracies and the time management in comparison with the human workers. So similarly in hydraulic and pneumatic systems, different types of automation and simulations are used. So we will go through the introduction for the automation in hydraulic and pneumatic system. Then different types of case study of automation using the hydraulic and pneumatics will be there. And we will also go through the introduction of the software for the hydraulic and pneumatic system. Circuit design in software is also possible, simulation in software, then simulation with actual component using software like automation in industry. Many companies are providing the automation and simulation system for the hydraulic and pneumatics, and these systems are used to develop and check the new systems, whether it is hydraulic or pneumatic. One company I remember here is the Bosch. Bosch company is having a setup of the automation and simulation for the hydraulic and pneumatic circuits, in which you can develop different types of circuits for related to these ones. If you have developed any circuits, then you can check whether the circuit is working properly or not. So these type of simulators are available. So in the last unit we will go through this. So in this video we just went through the overview of the syllabus of the subject OHP, and based on that we have to write down only one question as a task. Make a list of components with hydraulic or pneumatic system around you. You might be having many systems are there around you. So whatever the system, if you are remembering, you have to make a list that uses pneumatic or hydraulic system for the power transmission, or it is required for any other purpose. So a very simple task is there, and hope you will enjoy this subject. So complete the task and submit on Google Classroom. Thank you.